We are going to be taking a look here at how to add projects on mochf.org. So you log in on the site, which hopefully you have that login information already. If not, we can make sure you have that. And then once you're logged in, you'll see the dashboard here, and you need to find projects over here on the side. If you go over here and look at all projects, then you can see that they are all listed there. There are 372 projects right now. 372 of them are published. So they are all published right now. And then with these, you can search for them if you need to be editing a particular one. You could also make them be in order of the title or in order of the date, and you can click through here from page to page. So we're going to look, though, first at adding a new one. So you have a new project you want to add, and we call this sample project. And in here, this is just a basic word processing type area here. So all the normal sort of functionality you would have in Microsoft Word or something of that nature, then you'll find that here as well. You can type whatever information you need here, and you can do things like making words be bold or italicized, or you can link them. And so it can go to a different page on your site or to an outside site. You can make it so that then this is header text if you want it to be emphasized a bit more. You can open up a few more options down here yet, and you can do things like changing the color of the text or other options of that nature. And you can click around here and experiment with exactly what you want to go in those spots. Now, the Add Media button might matter to you in a more significant way. You click Add Media, and then these are all the things that have already been uploaded on the site. But you can also click Upload Files, and so if there's an image you want to appear on the page of the project itself, then that can go here. Let's see if we have an image here that we can use as an example, and we'll delete this here in just a moment. And so we got that M there, and you can insert that into the post. And then there it is, and that would be showing up. Now you might be wondering, how does all this look? Well, at any point along the way, you can click the preview button, and this is not live right now. It will just show you what this project page will look like in the end. And that's how it looks, and you can say, yes, that's exactly what I want, or no, that's not quite what I want, and you can go back and make other adjustments. Right now, this isn't floating anywhere at all. That's what this little icon means right here, no alignment. But you could make it so that it floats to the left, and let's say you drag it up here, then it would go to the left of that text. Although this is H2 text, it might not float over there in the way that it should. Let's change this over to paragraph text, just so we can see how that would normally be functioning. And then we're going to paste this a bunch of times, just so we can see how it would wrap around if you had a paragraph there. And there we go. Now that wraps around there. You might say, I don't want that over on the left. I want that over on the right instead. And then now you have it over there on the right. However you want it to go is perfectly fine. So this is all the main text that shows up in that spot. If you want this to be featured on the home page, then you can have it over here by clicking Featured under Categories, and then it will show up on the home page. And it'll go right along with all the other things that are there. There are news and events and things of that sort that all show up in this section. And so if you make that featured, then it will show up there. So we're going to make this one featured. We won't actually publish this in the end. If you want there to be a different featured image for the home page than other places on the site, then you can add that here. And so just select whatever image it is you want to use. And then we get to some categories down here, and these are fairly self-explanatory. And other fields down here of that sort. So this might be to do with fish, and so then you select fish or whatever it might be, and you can have a bunch of different categories, not just one. Here you put in the year, and so then we'll say it's 2018 that this project started. The region, and that can be Southwest. The funding, and we can say $50,000. And then you choose your county or counties this applies to. You can choose several individual counties by holding down Control, or if you're using a Mac computer, then holding down Command as you click on those. You could also just make it so that it's statewide, or you can say that there are no counties at all. Whatever it is that you need to do for your particular context. Down here we have a place that's kind of like an excerpt, but we're not really using that anywhere right now, so I don't think that's being utilized in any way as far as I could tell, but it's something we have there in the future in case we need to use it. We have over here on the right a few other things. We have some project types, And so you can type something new in, or you can see the ones that are being used most often. We have locations, and I don't think that's actually being used right now that I see it. I don't think that is actually used after all. And we do have partners, and I believe that is being used. So you can enter in all the information there that you need to, and anywhere along the way then you can click preview and see what all this is looking like now that it's starting to get filled out a little bit more. And we have an error with that there. We're going to have to figure out what's going on with that. That should not be happening. But those are all loading up there now. Once you publish it, then not only is it going to show up here on this particular page, but it will also show up over here on our projects. And it should be that everything is updated automatically so that all of these things function and can separate it out in the way that you're wanting it to be on here. So I think those are the basics of what you need to be doing for the projects. If you end up running into any trouble or confusion, you can let us know. All the projects should be over here. Like we say, editing them is just like it is for doing anything else on here. Just like it is like on adding the new projects. And so most of this is fairly self-explanatory, but it's also quite a bit to take in at once. So if you have questions, let us know, and we're happy to help out.